Agencies have a variety of complex challenges in front of them. Um, and generally, the outcome that they're looking for is really a centralized, well orchestrated way to handle complex interactions with their constituents, with other people within the same agency. And where a lot of agencies can run into challenges is through traditional paper based and manual processes. But it's not just the intake, it's also what they do with that data once they have it. So if they have a number and variety of different systems, sometimes relying on older paper based processes, um, the the challenge lies within once they get that data, how do they organize it? How do they respond to it and take action from it? Some of the newer regulations that have come out over the last couple of years, I'm not going to go into each and every one, but they're really centralized on a few central themes. That's focusing on a digital native experience, platforms that are unified and centralized, secure by design. They are well integrated. And the general purpose is to ensure that data collection is um, easy to use for constituents and agencies, that the data itself is accurate and it is streamlined from source to endpoint.
In today's compliance world, the standardization to a single platform helps efficiencies across the board. Standardized processes, so support, maintenance, and compliance audits are easy. They can be difficult if the processes are confusing across different platforms. It's best to consolidate and standardize from that standpoint, especially if you're dealing with a platform that is compliant both in FedRAMP High, IL4, in my case, the DoD side of the equation, and of course, a procurement listing within like SAM.gov. Using and really using a single platform or as few platforms as possible, ensures that they meet the compliance requirements so that you don't have to have compliance requirements against a number of different platforms you go for. And basically, you want to enforce the adoption of a single tool to prevent that shadow IT and broken processes environment. I think that departments and agencies need to know that there are solutions to manual processes. So often, a department or an agency can become calcified to a certain degree where they think that, no, there's no solution. This is the way we've done it. We've looked at different ways to do it, and we really haven't found the solution. Well, that's really not the case anymore.
I would say that fundamentally, data collection doesn't have to be an inherently complex process. With the right tools and the right processes, this can be generally well orchestrated so that agency is an organization alike can focus more on operating on the data they collect rather than the tedium of correlating and aggregating data from different sources collected through different methods. So this allows smaller, more nimble teams to kind of punch above their weight class and fundamentally get more things done in a faster way if they can reduce some of the administrative overhead, and ultimately leads to a better experience to the constituents. And at the end of the day, I think that's really the gold star of the better outcome.